Bora! 4K. Deixa eu voltar. Aí. Em setembro de 2022, as 16 melhores equipes do mundo foram até Istambul, na Turquia, para o maior evento do ano, o Valorant Champions. O torneio encerrará a temporada do VCT e coroará realmente a melhor equipe de Valorant do mundo, oficialmente. A música dos eventos continua. Já participamos de alguns torneios. Tá, parei.
In case this is the last event, we're just gonna try and enjoy it as much as we can, and hopefully that includes lifting the trophy, but I guess we'll see.
Next question goes to Sarah. You guys face Optic in both Masters, and now Loud is on the same group. What are the benefits to always facing?
Gonna have to pass that question.
Okay.
Eu não lembrava disso.
It's very hard to tell on this tournament. Every team have some.
Eu não lembrava disso.
Ups and downs. To be honest, I'm more afraid of not going out of groups than winning a tournament.
일단 어떤 일이 벌어질지 모르기 때문에 지켜봐야 될 것 같아요.
I'm hearing things like, oh, you got fourth and then you got second. Surely you're gonna get the champions next, right? I've heard that a few times, and I don't think that's the case.
I just want to say that there hasn't been a region that has won a consecutive tournament. You should be watching out for any region, all the teams here.
It's a bit tough, to be honest, especially before a tournament. Obviously, it's gonna impact our normal life and we're gonna have less time, but that's what we love. And I mean, that's the most important in our lives right now, I think.
Thank you. Next question comes from
Áudio some. A música de suspense continua. Trânsitos unindo. Caralho, bonita imagem. Drone. Ah, é verdade. Aqui não fizeram pergunta pra... Ah, mas... Tá, é. Que mostrou só isso, tá ligado? Mó climão, velho. Meio sem contexto. Nosso menino Mani. Ih, é o cara fazendo fake de sorvete lá. Vai trollar o Benkai.
Maybe we are gonna be a bit more
beatable
by our opponents this time.
Comeu o monitor?
But we are as prepared as
ele não joga assim, tá trolando, ah.
Berlin last year. It's been a long road. It's been a whole year, but it feels like a decade.
You changing or doing makeup?
No, I need this for my costume later.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm pretty introverted, and before VCT, I wasn't really happy with the way that my character was. I felt that I could bring a lot more joy to the people around me.
Well, we got you covered, always.
Just didn't want to be in that shell anymore, so I just started pushing out of that zone.
Tá, a volume tá bom, guys. Ficou um pouquinho mais baixo, eu sinto que do outro, mas...
That was gonna be my
goal. Olha o cara que trola aí.
That close to winning the entire thing. It's definitely put a hunger that I've never really felt before. But at the same time, I don't want to manifest those expectations into changing the mood of the team. We just do have fun. I think that's what makes Paper X special. Here for a good time, not for a long time.
Boa.
I think this is one of the most exciting tournaments just based on the strength of each group.
Benkai é muito bom, né, velho? Vai tomar no cu.
We have 16 teams here. They're going to go through a group stage and then playoffs.
It is going to be absolutely chaotic.
If there's one team I'm excited to watch here on the stage with an audience, it's Loud. I mean, they came out looking like this Brazilian super squad, but now at international events, we've seen them falter. The question now is, was that a one-off blip?
Te mostrar que foi uma coisa isolada.
Tô longe, mas também não tô perto de ser o melhor líder.
Vamos, Loud. Eu acho que a Loud
momento.
ganha esse Champions.
Então eu tenho que aprender com meus erros.
Opa, vamos pegar as táticas?
O melhor líder que eu possa ser no momento.
Ataque, domínio forte banheiro, domínio banheiro, Brim, pode começar Ruka com fade, variação. Hold anti-rush, domínio fundo, opção de fade e Ruka primeiro, 2-2-1, 1-2-2. Defesa, forte meio, forte B, Sky pode combar, bang TP com spot fade. Forte banheiro, Viper mais Sky A. Lembrar do SAD, às vezes ir no bombe oposto, só fazer uma bang pra fakear setup e rodar. Boa. Copia aí, ó. Dá pro tua ranked.
Então eu tenho que aprender com meus erros. Então eu acho que essa Champions pra mim é um momento que, sabe, pra dar a volta por cima.
And now they get a chance to rewrite that story. The next chapter is Champions, and it's the one that matters.
Can we go in?
Yeah, we're good to go. Let me get you scanned. You should use the hand warmers.
No, bro, it's not very hot.
Yeah, because you have to break it.
You have to break it.
Like a lot, yeah.
I didn't know.
Alfia, he's a really nice, genuine lad. He's got really nice qualities as a teammate.
Sure, for the Turkish fans, it's going to be so exciting to have one of their own here on the stage once they get into this arena.
That can also be a little overwhelming at times, so hopefully he's able to stay focused on it. It's going to be great to see.
With Copenhagen, people weren't quite ready to deal with all the expectations they had based on their performance in the league. This time, we should know how to manage the expectations of ourselves. There's no problems there with like what's going on in people's heads, and we can just focus on the game.
We're going to go out. We're going to go and play to win. And I think we just need to release some energy now.
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Alpha, how do you say go on Turkish? Let's go on Turkish.
Okay.
Good.
Ai, que bonito. Boas imagens, bonitas imagens.
Came close earlier to having that first clutch of the tournament, now placed into a 1v3 turn 2. One of the players desperately low. The Nightfall's going to give away his position. Down to just one. NCR, though, I think that's through the box.
Another
Olha eles aí.
successful for Furia, despite Stacks racking up kill after kill. I would almost call this an impossible comeback for DRX.
Ah, foi esse cara que zicou então, velho. Foi esse filho da mãe aí que zicou, velho. Pô, impossible comeback, o cara me solta uma dessa, mano. Ah, mano, o Mazinho lá, 22/todos, mano. E o cara me zicou, velho. 12-4. Ah, não, mano. Ah, não.
There is a long road to recovery ahead.
스택스 선수가 DRX의 기세를 올려주는 그런 선수 같아요.
Nothing they can really do about that. Khalil is left alone, shut down, and DRX find 5.
Hey, what's up, bro?
스택스 선수는 게임을 임하기 전에 두려움은 좀 느낄 수 없는 그런 사람이라고 생각해요.
An opportunity for DRX to get back in here. A 4 versus 2. The jump peak. What is wrong?
Just lost that round. Running out of time, and NCR, so many players still to find. He needs an utter miracle, and there is no hope. They are going to be closing this one out. There is nothing he can do. DRX from 12-4 down. They make that comeback happen.
Eu tô muito triste em ver isso de novo, velho.
Loud versus Optic. This is the rivalry. Don't they know each other well?
Sassy still standing, but this has been systematic destruction.
Nossa, essa Pearl aí, velho. Quem que lembra também essas coisas? É Fúria perdendo logo em seguida a Pearl. Oh, quem fez esse documentário é americano, né? Certeza.
Just playing the clock. He's making him work for this meal.
Classic. 3, big 2, 1. GG.
Optic get themselves in the playoffs and brush Loud aside. Freaking Divided, I cannot believe what we have just seen.
Leviathan literally giving a reality check. The final straw for FPX is here and now. A Blade Storm misconfirms it. I don't think anyone out there predicted this for X.
Não mesmo. A Excite surpreendeu, velho.
How are you doing? Not good, but it's fine. It's too late for me, you know? Too late. Feel tired. Next time I need to wake up at 6 p.m.
To be a professional gamer,
Caralho, ele farpou o horário.
it's pretty easy. When you're getting older, you need to somehow find the ways to still be like 100% focused on the job you're doing, because everyone around me is competing to being the best in the world.
Every game is a rule.
16 teams came to Turkey with the dream of winning the championship, and after today, only half of them will remain.
I will really like B. I just want to show you first.
I told to my team that this tournament is going to be like twice harder than the Copenhagen Masters.
There's a lot of pressure here on hook and B.
Every team know exactly how you play, so you need to switch a lot.
I expect them to just like abuse tunnel, abuse A more than before, because it's going to be very hard.
Right now, all eyes on us.
It feels like it's way too soon to start saying goodbye to the teams, but somebody's got to go.
Side select Paper X. Go attack Paper X. Fnatic, you have first ban.
We ban Breeze.
And 100 Thieves ban.
We ban Icebox.
Cloud, you're banned.
Ban Pearl.
Map select.
Big ban.
Best luck, guys.
We ban Pearl.
Alive in a 1v3, and he just can't do it. Zeta's heart's broken, but Loud rolled their way through the
O
game.
Aspas jogou bem essa série da Loud contra a Zeta. Né? Teve aquela bind. Ele jogou bem pra caramba. Ou a bind foi a primeira série, não lembro agora. Essa Ascent também jogou bem.
First team of Brazil getting out of the group stage.
I'm not gonna lie, we kind of feel like we might bomb out in groups just because of how much time all these other teams have had. At the same time, I do want to win the championship because we came so close and I almost know what it felt like. I don't want to manifest those expectations into changing the mood of the team.
Just wait. Everyone gets going together. I don't know why they just it's over. It's over in their blood. Just wait.
It's good though. You guys played so well actually. Just a bit unlucky.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
You got very well.
Yeah.
Ah, que fofos, velho.
Bro, what is this round? Bangai's got no weapon. And it's a 1v2.
Liquid again! Hold Paper X back! No defenses around, nothing to be seen! And now Jin's position spotted, given away. A 5v1 to keep your tournament life alive, to keep the year alive, but nothing is found. Paper X fall, Liquid advance.
And that is a heartbreaker to say.
I'm in fourth.
E aí, Kingão, tudo bom?
Second in Copenhagen.
Yep. Every second place team ends up crumbling in the next event.
We didn't have as much fun as we normally do have as a team. But even though we didn't really get the result that we wanted here at Champions, I think we should still be very proud of ourselves.
Ah, foi um ano da hora da Paper X. Quarto lugar no primeiro, segundo lugar no segundo.
Valorant Champions Istanbul and the very first day of the playoffs. We've started with 16 teams and the competition has been cut to 8.
We have a whole live audience here today. This is the first day ever that we have an audience.
It's so much fun to watch these playoff games finally start.
The same one with the same material.
Dude, I suck at untangling things. You want to help me out?
Eu ajudo aí.
My
Fica
skill
tranquilo.
set includes Valorant, but not much else. But that's all right.
Where?
Still got
this Protestant is I know, right? Somehow.
I would say I have a really positive relationship with John. He's always been one of my favorite teammates to play with. I really respect the guy, so.
First playoff game of the tournament for us. Pretty excited. We haven't played this team before. It's gonna be an exciting game. It's gonna be intense.
Música melancólica de piano.
It's hard for me to honestly know what's
Eles vão gritar meu nome.
He doesn't really demonstrate fear.
What I'm feeling when I enter that champ stage would definitely be a little bit of anxiousness, combined with some intensity, because for us it's definitely a redemption story. We had champs last year and we didn't do as well as we wanted to do.
Oh, nice try, nice try, nice try, nice try.
The thing I'm afraid of most is folding under that pressure. It's just one of those things where, you know, you're hoping that you don't choke.
Let's go! Sometimes he gets a little wild, but...
Ô, mano, seria muito louco se aqui no Brasil, quando o FNS entrar, todo mundo levantasse e aplaudisse, tá ligado, mano? Porra. cara é pica, velho.
Love seeing him get like excited when calls need to be made. He makes them, you know.
Vic has him. He's stunned. He's not on.
Nice! Optic win this one with back-to-back 13
Sem medo pra gente significa muita coisa, sabe? Acho que pra cada jogador da Loud.
LATAM dominates Brazil internationally. This is a regional rivalry that goes beyond just Valorant.
Não é o Latam que domina o Brasil internacionalmente, ô Caster. É a Cru que ganha todo mundo. Porque a Leviatã já perdeu pra gente várias vezes, a Austral perdeu pra gente. Vem com essa não!
E eu acho que significa uma das principais coisas, assim, é que a gente entra no servidor realmente sem medo de errar.
But Sassy again, being the miracle worker for Loud in OT. Sassy has been an absolute
essa Icebox. Tava 12-6.
You gotta be kidding me!
Linda, boa. Nice. Então, quando a gente realmente grita o sem medo, eu acho que todos os jogadores da nossa equipe em conjunto pensa isso.
It's all down to these players. You have to find the crossfire, you have to find the shots, and they're crumbling. But a 1v3, it's nigh impossible. And Loud determined to try and break that curse, determined to say, we are the best in South America.
Caralho! Pô, por que não traduziram? Caralho! Dick!
Let's make sure we're breathing now, because it'll calm the adrenaline, alright? So just do your breathing all the way now until we get on the stage, and then we'll be chilling.
We're here, we're in front of a Turkish crowd, the first and only player that's going to be playing really in front of a home crowd here.
This crowd was going crazy for the prior match. They're going to be going even crazier, I think, for this one. And it's probably going to be for Alfie across the board.
Alpha, yeah.
History being made. It's the first time we have a player in their hometown playing in front of a crowd.
The biggest downfall for a professional player is their mentality.
We are all set for...
O Ibira cabe, se eu não me engano, 10 mil pessoas lotado. Com o palco 360, 10 mil pessoas, eu acho que é isso, se eu não me engano.
The second playoff match of the day.
I'm expecting an absolute brawl.
Oh, nice try, bro. All good. Alfia, I remember his first trial. He actually wasn't doing that well. He was like 0-7, and I remember pausing the game and being like, Alfia, it doesn't matter. Like, we already know how good you are. This is just to see what you're like as a person and whatnot. And then after that, he ended up like top fragging.
Nice!
Good job, guys. Let's fucking go, let's go.
Alpha, knob shot buzzing right by his head.
Que da hora, que da hora. Boas palavras aí do Bolster.
Let's go, guys. You need to do this. More hype.
Fnatic had a chance to really claw at this round, but now it's just left 2 versus 3 to save the game.
Mystic has gotten into a 1v1 here. It's flash to spam's just there. 41 HP.
And Aaron answers the call for exit
yet again. 13-8 as they take down Fnatic on Pearl.
For this game, we're warmed up, we're used to the crowds. The crowd's there now, who gives a now we're here to win and show that we're champions, okay, boys? We know what we're doing now, so let's get it. Let's have some fun and let's go and win. Find the throat now, let's go.
Find the throat.
Wait, did I get anything?
Franquia vai ser no Brasil? Não, franquia vai ser nos Estados Unidos, em Los Angeles.
Could look like a bit of a scary team as how heading into Fracture itself.
The Shorty and the Stinger find what they need, but Alfier has gotten behind enemy lines. He slipped the net, and he's healthy.
Players here.
He's so healthy.
Second? What happened?
That man right there was Alfier who took over.
Nice. Ghoster. Azure.
Oh, for fuck's sake. He's close, left.
I need to buy a fucking shotgun.
Caralho.
Off in tower. They walled them off.
I need to buy a fucking
with a
shot.
great idea here, Fnatic. Look at the flank depth. Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Urka, Boaster, and Enzo to try to take us to overtime, and Boaster falls. Holding the line, he gets onto Zekin. Def on the swing. Haters hushed. Doubters damned. Exit advance.
fearless is someone who don't afraid of losing. You need to be ready for losing, you need to learn losing properly. So I think if you know how to handle losses, you can be fearless.
I just buy this 5 minutes ago.
You buy cheap lighters.
Que doido.
DRX versus FPX, it is the last chance for Asia, their last hope with that team.
The last hope for the Asian region.
This has got to be it, right? I mean, it's FPX they face off in the first round here. They have to start strong in the first round of the playoffs.
There's a lot of fears in every player. When you're coming to a stage, you're obviously afraid to play bad. You're afraid of calling bad as AGL, right? You're afraid of doing mistakes.
Stacks. Does he dare do it? One's already down on side. The second comes flying in.
Esse jogo, mano, foi um dos melhores jogos de Valorant da história. Melhores mapas individuais. Mano, quem quer assistir um mapa absurdo, coloca esse mapa, velho. FPX contra DRX, Ascent, Playoff, Champions, velho. Você é louco. Esse jogo foi incrível. Foi incrível.
We're gonna play the same. We still on both maps, like super slow, holding, and then just hitting like 4+1, you know?
이제 fearless라는 단어를 들었을 때는 그 사람이 얼마나 조금 용감하게 플레이를 하거나 이제 뭔가 조금 자신감이 많이 있어 보이는 것 같고.
You're gonna clear Marco, right? You're gonna clear Marco and Zest, right? The underhand flash, Marco eats it, but just sprays it. He's still fighting, he's still standing! And now it's just Sugetsu! And it's from tears in the rain to singing in the rain. DRX! Carry on forward!
겁이 없다라고 하면은 그만큼 그 사람도 저를 무서워한다는 거니까.
Áudio da RX Optics.
Let's talk about our matchup today of Liquid versus Fnatic.
It's time to cannibalize the region. It opens up the door for other regions.
They don't have any idea about Boaster. From Icons to Bygones, Team Liquid are going home.
Música EDM animada.
Good boss with like a TV, always look. Yeah, we need like a shitty boss.
There is the shittiest white one with the worst seats.
Caralho.
White boss, we're winning today. Versal's on the flank, and Versal's on the flank. Now Adverso shows up, but is it too late?
Olha o Verso. Vai jogar no Brasil, né? Na 00 Nation.
Is the danger zone? It's down to Crashies and Marvs. Can they do the heroics? Can they make the big play? A stick on the spike, there needs to be a play, but it's being watched for. Scot-free gets away with it. Optic are making their way through that upper bracket.
There's a lot of pressure riding right now on DRX. They are the pride of APAC, the pride of Asia.
Loud as well, right? They are the last standing team of the LATAM region.
At least two teams that haven't really faced off against each other.
Não vai mostrar o primeiro mapa.
Close it with 3 quick kills, and for the second time, they will be going to the upper finals versus a North American team.
He is FPX and Exit.
Mano, o bizarro desse Champions, o bizarro é como o ano foi pra gente, né? Tipo, a Loud começou o ano tendo uma Raven muito boa. Eu transmiti o Open Qualify. A Raven do Open Qualify, do Closed Qualify, do VCT Brasil da Loud, era incrível, era incrível. Chegou no Masters Reykjavik, eles tomaram um pau lá pra Liquid na Raven e nunca mais jogaram a Raven. Nunca mais. Aí jogaram contra a Cru, tomaram um pau de novo no Masters Dinamarca e nunca mais jogaram. E aí, mano, a Raven virou nosso principal pick, velho, no Champions. Os caras ganharam da Leviathan, ganharam da DRX, ganharam da Opt, de todo mundo nesse mapa, velho. Bizarro, velho. Bizarro.
This is a rematch. We've seen this before.
And now it's a 2v2 with Angel and Japan! Send him home for the second time!
O Bolster é o personagem principal, né? Tudo que tem Fnatic tá, tipo, eles dão mais atenção.
DRX, now they're down again in the lower bracket. There's a chance where they could fall flat to that 5-6 curse again if they lose against Fnatic.
This game has convinced me curses are real.
It might still strike.
You got Fnatic on the upswing. They're going to be riding the hopium for sure. Of course, the energy of the crowd cheering for them.
This is a chance for both these teams to break their expectations.
Yeah.
The emotions, this is what both of these teams, I think, ride off of.
Ya ben zaten Türkiye'de oynayan bir oyuncuydum. Türkiye'de herkes korkusuz. I think we need to be champions because I'm Turkish and we are in Turkey.
The star for DRX has already fallen. Buzz no longer around RB2. Mako's timing does not align. But it's actually Alfier who puts DRX away and gives Fnatic a 1-0 lead.
Nice, Alpha. I hope this goes on the screen.
Boster'da da bunlar var. Konuşma stili falan insanları rahatlatıyor. İyi bir liderde olması gereken bunlar.
O Boster fala com calma.
Fearless for me is like when you're faced with something you're scared of. I will do something that others won't.
Boster now with a run! A flick from Boster!
Nice! Although there are some times where I hesitate, because if you start doubting yourself, the enemies are going to take you by surprise.
Stax has no one with him. Stax is the loneliest player on the server.
Mano, também o que o Stax jogou, velho, esse
They just
Champions.
overheated so hard. Alfier out on market.
Alpha has the ult. Stax on the swing. The timing, gorgeous!
Yeah, big circle, big circle.
You alright? You looked flustered that game.
We are so much better.
You looked a bit like every time we lost a certain round, you just looked... That happens. It happens. It's fine, alright? You're not going to lose clutches this game, though, are you?
I'm going first side.
No, you're going to first entry. That's what's going to happen. Alfier, I know that he's going to be kind of thinking about those clutches lost. I remember looking at him to my left, and I could see his 17-year-old emotions coming out, that kind of flusteredness, that expressing himself with his kind of hands and his head.
And perhaps RB can find more success with the ult, and he does. Sass has gotten 1-2, RB with the both. And now Alfier, who's got nothing but a classic, comes up dry.
Chutou.
And it's so fitting that it's just Alfier who's alive, and Alfier's gotten 2.
Res possible.
Can Alfier do this? Oh, he's gotten into a 1v1. He's gonna threaten the res again. The flash there ends up. Alfier holding it. Stax on the swing. Alfier falls, but it's still a 1v1. Can Mystic do it? 87 HP. No! The Red Bull clutch for DRX. In the face of history, they write a new future. They advance.
Música sombria de piano.
So I think he's going to feel like he let the Turkish community down. You're going to lose a couple of times in front of an audience that like you. But the reality is sometimes the best leaders and sometimes the best players don't win trophies. There has to be only one winner.
Ambiente melancólica. In this life, there's a chance to do. Yeah.
I want the top. All my people right there in the back of the spot. I need the top. If you know me, you don't know me to stop. I need the top.
I need the top.
All my people there in the back of the spot. Let them be shot.
Pausei porque vai entrar AD. Volto. Não aconteceu nada. Só músicas. Voltei um pouquinho, então bora. Dom chá. Olha o Les é bonito, né, mano? Caralho, o Les é muito bonito, brother. O Les daqui uns 5, 6 anos vai estar um homenzarrão, mano. Cê é louco. Música animada.
I'm about to go on stage here, practicing being a vlogger. You know what I mean? For after this is over and we win this thing.
Maluco, deve ser pesada essa câmera.
Eu acho que imortalidade depende de como as pessoas veem, né? Pra mim, eu acho que espiritualmente a gente vai estar aqui sim. Que eu acho que nós somos energia. Quero ser um grande jogador de Valorant. Ainda quero ser reconhecido como um grande nome dentro do cenário brasileiro, uma grande referência.
They start to win every single battle. It's left onto Pancada.
Pancada.
The shot connected eventually, and I think the time is gone. Loud are gonna take themselves by.
Vamos baralho!
I think that was something that most, including myself, thought was an impossibility.
We're gonna be 3-1-1 a lot. The whole house.
You hold every round. This is so fun.
Yeah.
They gave us long B.
They gave us everything.
Showers. Yeah, they gave us everything.
There's 4 rounds we could play.
Eles deram tudo, vocês não ganharam.
Immortality in the game of Valorant is achievable because there are so many moving parts. There's so many good teams out there. To just be as consistent as, you know, even we've been is very, very difficult thing to do.
2 versus 3. Only the man underneath now remain, with Pancada finding one and Sassy tripling up in the round. We will end up at 9-3.
Eu quero levar o Brasil pro topo. Foi quase, né? Acho que a gente levou lá, mas não conquistou ainda. E, sinceramente, eu acho que a gente consegue.
Has probably put Optic to bed here. Crashes and it's left onto him to try and clutch this out, but Aspas has had enough.
Holy shit.
Loud dominate Optic to make their way through to the final.
I remember you saying that.
What, am I doing something wrong? I don't get. Am I doing something wrong there?
The smoke faded on me when I tried to flash through it.
They're literally playing perfect Valorant.
Caralho!
Welcome to our lower
Mano,
bracket.
pior que, tipo, nessa disputa de estratégia, se você é um cara estrategista, que pelo jeito a FNS né? Tipo, de mente, tipo, pica, de pensar no jogo e tal, deve ser foda, né? Quando você toma um stomp desses e fica tipo, mano, não consegui fazer nada, não consigo pensar de um jeito de ganhar dos caras, tá ligado, velho? Cacete, que agonia.
It's semifinals between DRX and Fun plus Phoenix is up next. We just saw Optic and Loud. Obviously, Loud, absolute decimation.
These guys just seem to be fated to meet, much like Optic and Loud.
Welcome back to the desk, Benkai.
It's my 3rd time on the desk. I just want to talk about the win conditions for DRX.
On day 9, DRX sent FPX to the lower bracket, and now they meet here again, except it is elimination time. Ooh.
This is a scary place to be in.
Yeah, and it is the second rematch. We saw DRX win the first time, FPX win the second in Copenhagen.
FPX, they're competing with Optic for, first team for 2 international titles. DRX, they have broken their 5th, 6th place curse.
All of my hopes and dreams lie on their shoulders right now. It's all on them to do what I could not in Copenhagen.
A 3v2 here, Sugetsu and Xiao trying to hold the line. Can Buzz 1v2? No!
I never thought about my legacy, and I don't think it's something which I define. I just want to do my job as best. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. So I'm doing things which I like. And it depends on the result. Will there be a legacy or not?
That is not something that happens to FPX.
No.
야, 한국에서는 레전드라고 불리고 싶지. 잠을 자지 않고 2시간 정도만 자고 연습을 계속 해야 될 것 같아. 제가 준비한 걸 얼마나 긴장 안 하고 보여준다고 준비할 것 같고 대회 하는 중에 조금 이제.
Oh my gosh, Buzz gets another! It's all there! All hail King Buzz! Long may he reign!
Out.
Sugetsu and Xiao in this 2v3.
The challenge is there. They're going to swing right into it. They both fall. DRX has done it.
Caralho, que cena da hora.
Take down FPX and advance.
Da hora, mano. Deixar na reação do Envie. Absurdo.
I would like people to remember me as a cool guy who worked hard and win some tournaments. I just want to live like enjoyable life. And Valorant and esports in general is something which makes me happy.
I don't want to like ante too hard into this because I feel like we should just play regular.
Okay. We're down to our top three. Optic and DRX will face off to determine which team is going to take on Loud for the trophy. DRX have a great opportunity, Seth, to put Korean Valorant on the map.
No matter who goes through, it's going to be a fantastic final. We have a chance for a team to win a second tournament.
That's right.
That's never happened before.
A música ambiente melancólica
my legacy
continua.
is pretty much being able to place as high as I possibly can, and I'm consistently doing it at the highest level for basically the last 2 years.
A música ambiente vai baixando. Música dramática.
No, I'll pop for you.
Fake, it's fake.
Not in. Nice. We don't know what's
Hookah, last guy.
You saw him?
Yes.
Smoking hookah on the side.
Out. He jumped out.
Out. Side. He's back up.
Towards long.
Nice!
I'd definitely like to be remembered as the best in-game leader that North America has ever seen, and for my teammates, I'd like to be remembered as not only a good in-game leader, but a better person.
Listen, I sit tower with a stun. Jake plays long B, Jimmy holds short. I'm gonna stun them when they're running in, and then hopefully we kill them.
Yeah.
From the side of the wall, Optic. Every avenue, every line of sight is just locked down. And Breeze, well, it wasn't their map pick, but these guys, they are feeling it.
뭘 잘못했는지 난 지금 이해가 안 되는 거야.
봐봐. 상대가 쫑총이었잖아.
오퍼니치 너무 풀잖아.
그치? 아니지. 세이브가 아니었는데 세이브를 했지.
아니 총 짧잖아요. 존나 짧잖아요.
짧잖아. 그때 우리가 미드 운영을 하고.
근데 우리가 스크림 때는 계속 그렇게 했어 근데.
그리고 A
Fizemos então um atalho.
야, 오락실 지나갔어. 오빠 이제. 야, 오락실 세게 해줘 빨리.
나야,
잡아야 돼 저거.
나가. 야, 나공 있어. 야, 스파이크 들어. 스파이크 들어. Right next to my body. On my body. Nice.
그냥 어떻게 보면 이제 다시 돌아오지 않는 뭔가 과거의 흔적들이라고 해야 되나? 그런 걸 만들기 위해서 한다고 저는 생각을 해요.
Fury scatters his way across, updrafting, avoiding it, narrowly in the coverage once more. DRX's defense has just looked so good
Tava
here.
bonitona.
The 1v5. As soon as the wall goes down, DRX will not be denied the map 5.
Every single event will make a difference in my legacy because at the end of the day, there's only so few events, and if I'm going to be known as one of the best, we're going to have to win.
에이, 퀴즈까지. 야, A 온다. 야, 일로 와. 피니스. 와줄 수 있냐? 쇼스 막아. 블라인드. 야, 이거 나. They're breach off.
It's okay.
I'm getting it, Jake. Yeah, go. Heaven. Jumping out heaven.
Caralho, mano, que da hora. A edição com a música, com a loucura.
일단은 너무 아쉽게져서 그것 때문에 조금 더 아깝다는 느낌이 들고 아직까지는 아니라고 생각을 하고 그래도 저희가 지금 한국에서 이제 그 작은 나라에서 세계 대회에서 3위라는 성적을 거뒀으니까 지금부터 조금 더 레거시를 펼칠 수 있는 기회가 되는 것 같아요.
Maybe you don't make the cut, right? Maybe you fall between, the cracks and the name gets lost, and that's terrifying. Imagine a year's worth of love and hard work and countless hours put into something, and then within one game, maybe two, it's all gone. How do you do that as an individual? How do you make sure, no matter what you're doing, no matter how stressed you are, no matter how you know, frustrated you are with your teammates, how maybe you aren't gelling today, maybe you didn't sleep well, maybe you've got a really bad opponent who's damn good against you. They don't have tomorrow, they have now. And then there's only now, and then there's next year where you don't know where you're going. So these guys are certainly put into ridiculously hard scenarios to try and work. For me, it's not the winning the titles, it's not the winning the events, it's the leaving a mark in people's minds. So that's what legacy is to me.
Bem falada.
This is where it's at, the liveliness, you know. This is the golden carpet. Whoa, whoa. All the losers are here, because all the winners are actually on stage right now. That's what's happening.
Optic, cloud on defense, Icebox final map, optic on attack. All right? All good. Best of luck, guys.
Pleasure, boys.
Good
luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Why did they pick Greece third? Icebox is obvious. They made another mistake. They've done this before.
Yeah. We'll see.
They lost doing this before.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all up to that map one. I think we have to get a good start. For sure.
If we win a cent, we're winning in 3 for sure.
Yep.
That's how it's gonna go.
Yes.
All in, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is merhaba arkadaşlar.
Arkadaşlar.
Arkadaşlar.
Yes.
Merhaba arkadaşlar.
Pra plateia, pra ganhar público.
Merhaba arkadaşlar.
Olha a câmera.
Rivalries are super rare as they are. How did it look coming into this? Optic had the upper hand throughout the vast majority of the times they'd met. It kind of gave birth to what we knew of Optic is they don't lose twice. Loud finally responded, and they looked incredibly good. You know, they looked possessed. That looked like it was business. So where do we take it then? Because that's why I like this rivalry, that there genuinely is this back and forth, it's a chess game between these two. You know, you have great IGLs on either side, you have some of the most talented players on either side. Bad blood, it's not anything like that, it is purely just good Valorant.
Estacionou bastante pra mim, pro Les.
Ele falou.
Coisas do jogo, fora do jogo ele também me ajudava.
Between Les and Saucy, they have no idea.
Tipo, se ele fosse meu pai ou professor. E simplesmente ganhar o Champion seria feito histórico pro Brasil.
Yeah, okay, dude. It's a big pace change here. Sadak gets ahead of it, does get revealed by the knife though. Victor's down.
And Bengal's just standing in the open, taking the fight.
Door.
And Loud take the round, 15-13.
Yeah, we just have to get over this. If it's going to be in our head the whole time, we're just not going to win.
We lost too many 1v1s.
Yeah, we lost a 4v2. We're choking these rounds, bro.
It's fine.
We're choking.
Map 3. Yeah. If we win this one, next one, it's fine.
For me, I try not to look at like the results of like tournaments. The only thing I really care about is like as long as we continue to grow and get better, I think that's all that matters. But I guess what it would mean is solidify us as maybe the best team of all time if we're able to pull it off.
Behind him, he's got another. And now the one man in the ult, that is it, Les, to try and turn the tides. And he's been found, FLS has him.
Holy shit! You're insane!
Optic have actually got us to finals now. 1 apiece, the best of 5 is back on.
O Aspas aqui avançando no Ruka, morreu aberto.
Eu sabia que o cara tava avançado no meio, mano. Então, a gente tem que entrar na brisa, mano, jogando nosso game, entendendo por que quando a gente perde round, mano. Só que, tipo assim, a gente tá muito desatento, cara. Tá muito desatento, velho. Por quê? Porque a gente tá pensando no que os caras vão fazer.
Agora tensiona toda a musculatura do seu braço, puxa o ar pro nariz.
Tensiona.
Confiança, essa energia que você tá e solta bem devagarzinho, relaxando toda a musculatura.
Vamos que dá.
Galera, bora continuar nessa brisa, mano. Desde o início, cara.
Se medir, vai. Se medir, cara.
Bora, cara. Bora aí, com atitude, família. Bora, espinhas. Vamos.
Foi a questão mais da influência positiva dentro de cada jogador. Eu acho que tava faltando um pouco mais de positividade da minha parte, porque eu não tava percebendo que principalmente Aspas e Les, eles eram influenciados por isso. E eu acho que eles dependem muito da minha emoção, do meu reconhecimento por eles também. Então, ver eles jogando juntos, assim, durante a série foi muito, muito legal. Acho que picante, de uma certa forma.
We'll take U-Haul first, or we can do our triple smoke.
And who are the players doing that?
Só lembrando, né, quem deu esse teclado aqui pro Les, né? Campeão do Major. Caralho, tô falando de Major na minha mente aqui. Campeão do Champions. Tá aí, ó. Logitech.
We'll take U-Haul first, or we can do our triple smoke.
And who are the players doing that?
Austin and Vic at least, minimum.
Vic and Austin have to be in U-Haul.
Yeah,
before we take backside.
At minimum, yeah. Unless we do triple smokes and
Okay, and then what? Austin just sky flashes out backside?
Yeah. With your triple molly.
With my triple molly.
Yeah. So that way they can't talk.
Triplo mole? O que é a triplo molotov?
We always learn something about ourselves at these events, but one thing I've learned about this team, this event, is we never, ever, ever give up.
Eu acho que uma das coisas mais impactantes que a gente fez, não falando dentro de jogo, o fato da gente se abrir mais.
Ah, molotov na tripla.
Então, quando a gente fala sem medo, acho que dá pra ficar sem medo, tipo, em relação a ser sincero com os outros, com você mesmo.
We are one round away. It's now or it's never. It's do or it's die. And it's a double stack towards Sua. Pancada already ripping the head off of Ye's shoulders. Oh, yes, they do! Pancada! And it's all building towards this A site. The last man standing, FNS, and after so much time, so many years of heartbreak at the hands of Optic, Loud beat them in the best possible way.
Absolutely incredible performance from Loud today.
Esse dia foi foda, hein? Esse dia foi pica, velho.
I've learned not to be too hard on myself. I used to have weeks after tournaments where I would just be sad and upset, and I think the way this game is, it's just sometimes things are gonna not go your way, and it's kind of upsetting for me as well to let my team down like that. But I'm grateful for my teammates. If I didn't have even one player on this team, I would not be where I am right now. I wouldn't be the leader that I am, I wouldn't be the player that I am.
Cara, acho que meu pai agora deve estar passando um filme na cabeça dele. E acho que ele nunca imaginou que eu ia estar ganhando um mundial dessa vez. It's funny because after Reykjavik, indeed when we lost, we talked about it and said, okay, it's part of the process, the first international tournament. And then we came back to Brazil, and then one of the owners from Loud, Bruno, who was like, oh, aren't you guys sad for losing the grand finals? I said, no, Bruno, it's part of the process. We're going to win champions. And then here we are. I mean, so good.
É. Melhor contratação da história de uma org do Brasil. Com o resultado mais rápido da história. Nunca se viu uma line nova ganhar mundial em um ano. Tem isso.
Finally getting to see it kind of find its footing. It's just been kind of falling in love with Valorant, with the audience, with the crew, with the fans, with the players, and kind of learning as we go.
I think it's been more than fulfilling. It's been very life-changing for me, and we were able to show that this is like a very viable option to have as a career. And I only hope that other Singaporeans can follow in my suit, not just gameplay-wise, but character, hopefully, because I think this is like a good outlook to have also, not just being serious all the time.
And next year, who knows what it looks like, but I think time capsule is the perfect summary of what this is. It can exist within time and it should be something that we look back on and we remember it. You don't know, you're walking into the unknown, and I think that's the scariest part for these players.
I have no idea how many tournaments I have left in me. There is a possibility of never lifting your trophy. All I know is that this was my dream when I was younger, and I'm not gonna give up, but I'll find a way, you know.
Ah, tá
I'll
com
find
timaço
another
agora.
interest and that will be my trophy instead.
I don't know. This might be my last year, if I'm being completely honest. This year took a lot out of me individually. I still have love for the game. I still have love for competing. It's a lot of stress. There's a lot of pain when you lose events. Yeah, it might be my last.
If you are still that passionate, if you're still that driven, if you still live in that server, if you put in the hours that everyone else does, those hours feel like nothing when you love it, but if you don't love it, they will be incredibly heavy. There is an age where that may change. If they love the game, if they still want to play it, if they're still competitive, they will still be as good as they are now.
How many more years I have left in me? I'm not sure. To be honest, I never think about it. I think a few more years is completely fine. As long as my team is competitive and I see that there is no one else who can do the job I'm doing better, I will stay.
I hope that we get to tell the stories right, and I hope that they have the impact they deserve.
아무에게도 뭔가 기억에 남지 않은 선수가 될 것 같진 않아요, 제가.
There will be that transitionary time where it will be the newer players come in, and there'll never be the full exchange, right? It'll be the first few who came in, who are already a little bit, let's say, more experienced. They'll eventually either go to coaching, managing. They get to bring them up and give that structure, and the younger generation looks to them. It's not like the old guard will just vanish. Their theories, their structure, their knowledge, their experience is just so valuable. There's still going to be that necessity for both for a long time.
I hope that there's more acceptance in the world for esports, for Valorant, for players that put everything, every ounce of what they have into this game, because it's just like any other sport, just not physical. And there's a lot of reward to doing what we do.
So, I hope after you've watched this, maybe I got you guys inspired by my history. It's been a long journey, and finally I got an international title. So, take serious, really. It's not that's just a hobby, you know, it's an esports. So yeah, I'm an athlete, not a player.
Boa, Sacizão. GG? GG. Tinha que terminar com o Sacizão, né, velho? Porra! E vai entrar AD, caralho, na hora certa, hein? Em 2023, até desse comentário, continua a busca pelo troféu do Champions. Ainda que muitos tenham mudado de equipe, o sonho ainda é o mesmo. Vencer. Da hora, mano. Documentário louco, hein, mano? Porra, muito bem feito, muito bem editado. Mano, que belo documentário, mano. Belo de um documentário, mano. Sem medinho.